Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is the 1972 Volkswagen bus or Volkswagen van. In an earlier video we shared with you where we were making some progress on some of the metal and bodywork or the metal fabrication. And the progress continues. So basically what I'm going to do is just briefly do a walk around. We're starting at the front of the driver's side, and you can see, well, it's hard to see, there's a new patch. We basically made this lower fender piece and the fold over section. It didn't need the whole fender coming all the way around, so we just cut out that piece, made a new one, welded it in and ground it smooth. You can see how nice that looks. As we come down, once again on the driver's side, there's a lot of corrosion in here, and we made our own piece for that section. So you can see this black, that's a weld through primer, and what we did is we cut off the rotted piece, came all the way down to the jack post, removed the rot, made the new piece, made the bends, and welded it in and ground it smooth. Same thing as you come along the long panel on the driver's side, we cut out all the bad stuff, made a new piece, welded it all in, and once again ground it smooth. Along the top here, there's a bunch of the little factory trim holes, and we want to have a nice clean look. Pardon me. So what we did is we welded them shut. Once again, ground them smooth, because this is going to be a company vehicle in blue, and we don't want to have any distractions with the company name and logo on it. And as we come down to this rear quarter panel on the driver's side, in an earlier video we had dry fitted that panel on, and now we've welded it all the way. So it's all fitting the way it should. The gap is correct. The bottom is welded to the factory correct number of welds that they have. And then you'll notice here we've stopped at this back corner. So our next step along this driver's side is we'll be grinding all of those welds smooth, and everything will be shiny like it is over on the rest that we've already done. When we come around the back, we've made quite a bit of progress also. Pardon me, there's a piece, this section, if you recall in an earlier video, there was a homemade panel and it was crooked and it was in nasty condition. We knew we had to remove it, and then this is your reinforcement piece, and it's really corroded. So that's on back order. It's going to take a little while, probably a couple more weeks before it comes in. So we've prepared all the other sections for this back area, but we're going to have to wait for that one panel to come. But you can see in here where we've made our new lip to go all the way around the battery tray, so we have the proper bend, and then we'll be grinding that smooth. We have this section already, and then we'll box this in after, and we'll pull out the dent from the previous collision. So that's on the driver's side rear. As we come around the passenger side rear, quite a bit of progress here also. So you can see once again we still have a kink here. We have corrosion in the bottom, which we'll repair later when we get that rear filler panel. But what we've done is we've taken out the rotten battery tray, which is really common on a bus, and we have this new tray, and it was larger than the original size, so we're able to measure, mark, cut it down to our proper fit. And then you can see that coppery colored product, that's a weld through primer. So we apply the weld through primer before we attach the two pieces. So now that we have the new battery tray here, pardon me, we continue down this passenger side, and same idea. All of the original body metal has been sanded down, obviously all to bare metal. The new replacement panel, we've sanded it all. Most of the shipping primer is off. We modified it to fit properly, and then you can see it's welded solid all the way across. And then there's a lot of work that's continued along here. You can see where, and we got some pictures that we'll share with you later. This rocker panel and sliding door section, that big black piece that starts here and comes all the way across. This is a really important section on the van, because the sliding door runs inside that rail. There's also main support pieces, and in the original one was completely rotted, and that's why the door, sliding door, wasn't opening and closing anywhere near as it should. Pardon me. So what we did is had to drill out, and I think the camera can probably pick it up. You can see the number of spot welds that had to be drilled out, all going all the way across, even on the inside back section. You can see all those holes. So those are all factory spot welds that all had to be drilled out and then ground off to remove the old piece, and then we had to reconstruct brackets and so on before we were able to put the new piece in. So we made new pieces for this to rest on or to connect to, and then same thing on this side. It doesn't look like much here, but a lot of work to reconstruct everything in behind so we have the proper structure in place. So now that's in place. So then our next step, we'll be continuing with the front. There's some dents and damage to the front, and then we'll pause for a bit until the other panel comes for the rear, because we have all the other pieces. So the fabrication is coming along very, very smoothly on this. This is the 1972 Volkswagen bus. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.